You're inside tennis with the Cause.
Oh, hey.
This tennis camp director has coached the best in the game. Hingis, Capriati, Blake, and more. His on-court incessant, inspiring, wry wit has propelled the students to the tops of their games during his 36-year coaching career. Tennis fans were in Florida at the Naples Tennis Club and Resort, home of the Curly Davis International Tennis Academy.
We want to be one of the top-rated tennis camps in the United States, if not the world. And it's going that way. I'm really excited about it.
You've worked with some of the outstanding players. I mean, the tops of the pros out there, Capriati, Hingis, Blake. What message are you giving your players here that you learned and you gave those guys up there?
Well, even at the higher levels, you watch them play, and you can see where they are incorporating this new modern game, and even the adults that come to the tennis camp, I'm saying you can do this as well. I like to try to relate to everybody thinking, how would I understand this game of tennis? So I try to rhyme with a lot of my quotes.
Yes, that's the way. Down the middle solves the riddle.
When your opponents are up for the net and you don't know where to hit the ball, then down the middle solves that riddle. Or when you see their buns, you run. A lot of times the lob will go over your opponent's head and you'll sit there and watch them running back for the ball. But when you see their backside, that's your cue to be running into that net.
Those simple things, they stick.
Oh, yes, they do. And especially in the heat of battle, a lot of times people, they have all these fancy ways to try to think about things, and I try to keep it precise, to the point, and they can just remember these little snippets as they're playing.
But I think the difference here is that they try to show you little things that you actually can improve your game with. And if you work on them for a couple of days, you go home a better player, instead of just somebody who got more exercise.
I've been working for Curly Davis for a long time, and Curly's one of the smartest and best teachers in the game. I've been working for a long time, learned a lot from him. Makes the whole thing a lot of fun and very efficient, and he's made me a better coach and a better teacher just by being with Curly all that time.
When I first came here, I thought I could play tennis, but then I realized I had a lot of work to do, and these guys really helped me improve my strokes.
Chance to hit an outright winner, and what happened? Call 911. Somebody's choking.
It's not just a lesson, it's actually something that we can move on and use elsewhere in other games. You know, we're only here temporarily, and they take an interest in us, like they're going to see us again, which they probably will, but some of us don't come back, but we take what we learn with us.
Greg Bouchard, you're CEO of one of the largest and most active tennis resorts in the country. You yourself are an accomplished player. Your wife was a great college player. You have two kids, age 3, age 5, and they strike the ball well already. You're into tennis. What do you want in a great tennis program?
Well, Kaz, first in focusing on the adults, many of the people that come down from the north, we have to do a number of things to be called excellent at what we do. When they come down, they've got to have great instruction. The instruction is not the old-fashioned racket back, finish in front. We teach modern types of tennis here, a complete game that you'd see on TV instead of what you'd see in an old film clip. That requires great tennis pros. The next thing that we do is for every guest that comes down, they can play competitive tennis here. So when they come off the court in the morning from instruction, we're ready to put them out to play sets with somebody as good or better. And that makes it a great tennis experience. At night, they go out to wonderful restaurants, and if they get tired of tennis, any day during the week, they go to the beach, and Naples has the best beaches in the United States.
Really, lots of stuff on the court, but stuff off the court in the classroom.
That's correct. We always have chalk talk in the afternoon, coach's corner. Some people call it, where we talk about strategy. I like to talk about tennis has two parts to it, two segments, how to play the game of tennis and also how to win at the game of tennis. And so on the court, we're trying to teach people how to play the game of tennis, but off the court, we're trying to teach them how to win at the game of tennis, which are strategies, just to try to teach them along those lines. We do that by showing videos, and also we videotape the people while they're here, and we give them a DVD when they leave.
There's some great packages down here, Curly. Tell us about some of those.
Well, we offer a 2-day tennis package and a 5-day tennis package, and also those are 2.5 hours a day and 5 hours a day. For the serious players, 5 hours a day and 2.5 hours, because we're only 10 minutes away from the beaches. We do have a beautiful sunny Naples, so we do encourage people to see the other sites that Naples has to offer. You can go to our web address, which is www.tennisnaples.com, and see more about the tennis camp and more about the Naples Tennis Club and Resort.